Hey, I'm Chris Parry from Equity.Guru. This is my 3-minute hit for today, and it's kind of an esports twofer. I'm going to talk about two companies, one of which is X1 Esports, and the other one of which is Faze Clan. Faze Clan, the large, well-known, most well-known of the esports brands out of the USA, has gone public in the last month, has gone up in value pretty quickly to $1 billion from an $8.80 starting point stock-wise to about a $14 price now. That's great. Faze has been around for a long time. They're pioneers. They make a lot of money. They've got their teams in just about every one of the major games that are out there. But mostly where the money comes from is they create content. Now, let me explain to you how the esports world really works monetarily. It's great that you've got pro gamers out there playing in tournaments. It's great that you've got a whole bunch of success in first places and second places in Call of Duty and World of Warcraft and League of Legends and whatever else. But the real money doesn't come from winning those tournaments. You win the tournaments to get the followers. And when you've got the followers, you then monetize those followers through content creation. Content creation and hanging sponsors on that content is where it's at. It's where the money sits. You can't get in on the streaming mechanics side. That's already locked down by Amazon. You can't get in on the prize money side because, quite frankly, there's just not that much prize money in winning an esports tournament unless you're at the very top of the tree. So the money comes in through the pro gamers getting renowned through their exploits, getting followers on Twitch and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and everything else, and then connecting them with sponsors. Now, why is this important? Because without the sponsor money, there is no monetization, there is no pro esports, there's nothing. Sponsors are everything. So let's push Faze Clan to the side and take a quick look at X1. X1 is a recently public company in Canada, X1 Esports and Entertainment Limited, but they're really a media company, all right? It's as a media company. What I mean by that, so X1 owns a pro team called Rix.GG. It's successful enough. It's out there. It's making money. It drags in a lot of people for their content. And that content, like everybody else, they'll need to attach it to sponsors. Now, the reason X1 is interesting is because X1 has just gone out and acquired a company called Tyrus, Tyrus. Tyrus is special because what it does is it represents the top level of content creators out there when reaching out to to advertisers. So companies like Best Buy, HelloFresh, Warner Brothers, Panera, Gucci, Epic Games, when connecting to large-scale influencers, rather than going one at a time and dealing with individual dudes who may or may not be professional, may or may not be living in mom's basement, may or may not be 15 or 50. Rather than doing that, these guys reach out to Tyrus, and Tyrus connects them to streamers that they know are high quality, that have large follow accounts, and that do the business on a regular basis. So owning Tyrus means that X1 can put its own teams into the system. It means that they can generate money for their own teams through their own network. And it means that money coming to other people's networks through Tyrus still skims back to X1. This is a smart business model. If you're looking to make money on esports, you don't buy a team. You don't buy one of the 75,000 companies that are trying to make money betting on cricket in India. You make the wheels turn. And Tyrus, for large-scale content creators, both in esports and outside, Tyrus is something that is relied upon to get to those large-scale advertisers who will bring money down, make this able to be a living for people, and also take a cut off the top because that's the way it works. So X1, right now you can get in at a market cap of about $14 million compared to Faze Clan, which I'd suggest to you is a couple of years ahead of them, which is worth $1 billion. So if X1 takes even 10% of that market that Faze Clan's been able to, that makes it a $150 million company based on Faze Clan's market cap, which would be a 10x from where they are right now. Now, I'm not predicting a 10x for X1 in the next year, but I'm suggesting that a nice 3 or 4 times would make a lot of sense. And as they grow Tyrus out, it becomes a large-scale, high-margin money maker in the esports business that's not reliant on an individual team winning tournaments. I think that's kind of impressive and interesting. And right now, not a lot of people really paying much attention to X1. It's doing its work in the background. They're locking down acquisitions with no fuss. And if you like esports, if you think there's something there, and Lord knows there's been a lot of esports companies where there's nothing there, but this is one of those ones where I think there's actually some pieces to the puzzle that are clicking together. Ticker symbol XONE.